Hi, myself Bhargavi. I'm studying MCA in Weltech High Tech Dr. Rangarajan and Dr. Segunthala Engineering College. My project title is Integrity Assurance with Minimum Location Disclosure on Mobile Devices by using PMAc. Integrity means doing the right thing in a reliable way. Assurance means a positive declaration intended. Minimum location, the act of finding where something or someone. Disclosure, act of disclosing something such as information using mobile devices by PMAc. PMAc means prefixable message authentication code. Prefixable means ID productivity. It will stores in a message authentication code. Now I am going to explain about my project concept. I am using an Android application by creating the app. We have to install all mobile devices this app install. After then we have to register within this app registration details and all. Then we log in a login page. Who logged in this app, that person details and showed in a listing of persons in a list page. We can able to select one person. This app can able to visible a mobile number and email ID. It shows we we can't store in a contacts details. So within this contact details we able to tracking in this easily with the helpful of mobile number and email ID. Then we can able to measure longitude and latitude location of that person's. We can travel within longitude and latitude position easily. First, fixing in a pointer. I'm doing a organization is IBIX iTech Solution Private Limited. My project abstract is to ensure these data are faithfully extracted from the underlying location tracking hardware and not altered by any malicious party or the user. Integrity assurance schemes such as digital signatures or message authentication codes must be adopted. These conventional schemes disclose to the verifier the complete plaintext location and thus user's privacy. Propose an integrity assurance scheme with minimum location disclosure. A prefix verifiable MAC based on design indexes and protocols to authenticate both spatial and spatio-temporal predicates. Security analysis and PMAc scheme is both secure and efficiency. Existing system, if user is not in a specific region, calculation of minimum location between 2 points were not possible. Google Map provides location of the current user with marker. The trusted reading from GPS sensor to mobile application. Contact Science uses GPS data by co-located wireless access points. This is a literature review. These papers are referenced by my project. First paper, Mobile Clients Access Mechanism for Location-Based Surveys. Second paper, Proposed Authentication Model for Location-Based Queries. Third paper, Research and Emergency Call and Location Tracking System with Enhanced Functionality for Android. Fourth paper, Location Tracking using Google Cloud Messaging on Android. Fifth paper, Probably Secured Schemes for Basic Queries. Problem defined. The location authenticator is a trusted software module in the mobile OS which can be implemented in the core location framework of iOS and Google location services. For Android, it accesses the location data from the underlying hardware and generates message authentication codes for the client to use during verification. The location of a subject needs to be checked over time against some regulation. Proposed system propose an integrity assurance scheme with minimum location disclosure. It's getting an idea of how far places are in relation to each other, which can help you to plan trips more efficiently. Then calculate the timestamp for the current location of the user. The API provides a simple interface to request the time zone of a location. Proposed system advantages: we can easily find persons. In case mobile missing, we can easily identify the location by using this application. Its location privacy, its location integrity. Proposed system architecture: user have to register it and then they log in. They can able to find a person. Then location calculation, it shows the current location. These data are all stored in a database. Hardware and software requirements of my project: system is Pentium, hard disk is 40 GB, RAM is 512 MB, mobile is Android mobile. Software requirements is platform Windows XP, front end is Java JDK 1.5, back end is MS SQL Server, Android emulator. Models of my project: find person, track location, location calculation. Find person allows to exchange real-time location. Location exchange is visible only to you and your selected person. Track location: GPS position technology with system that can display geographic information. It can shows email ID and phone number of selected persons. Location calculation: a user location is a where are the users longitude and latitude, and it is the location timestamp. Able to see how far distance of a selected person, then proceed a tracking of current location to reach location. This is the ER diagram. This is the data dictionary diagram. And this is the table relation diagram. GPS table to move users details table. This is the use case diagram. Users go into the Android application, register details, then GPS connect the Google Map, calculate distance, tracking friend, view location. This is the class diagram between the user and GPS. And this is the sequence diagram. This is the activity diagram. User data. This is the data flow diagram. Level 0 is users or admin login into database. Level 1, user enters into registration and then login and then move into the friend list page. This is the level 2 diagram. User moves into the friend list page and then views friend list page. It will shows the longitude and latitude position of the that friend list. Moves into the view page. There will shows the contact number and current location of the particular user. Unit testing. Unit testing is a method of testing that verifies the individual unit of source code are working properly. The goal of unit testing is to isolate each part of the program and shows that the individual part are correct. This is the success and failure of my unit testing screenshots. Verification testing. Verification is the process of evaluating network products of a development phase to determine whether they meet the specified requirements. It ensures that the product is built according to the requirements and design specification. This is the success and failure of verification testing screenshots. And then this is the validation testing, the process of evaluating software during the development process or at the end of the development process to determine whether it satisfies specified business requirements. Validation testing ensures that the product actually meets the client's needs. Success and failures of the unit validation testing. Merits of the system: we can easily find persons, location-based service, or used for business and public service, and go mobile spatial temporal data. Thus, inefficient when distance is long. Location to any online device with a web browser. Limitations of the system. Baseline approach is that both the computation bandwidth costs are proportional to the number of locations being authenticated. Future enhancement: plan to study the integrity assurance schemes for more complex predicts. Interested in the complement of a predict a user is not in a specific region. Now can manage limited number of users identify, which is visualization of users location will be overcome by means of fetching separate server for gathering users information by launching. Screenshots of my project. This is the starting page. We can gives the IP address of the current location and then go to start. We enter into the registration login page. Then we have to give the newly user to registered, give this registration details and all: name, username, password and mobile number, email ID, location, and click a register button. Then moves into the login page. Within the login page, the username we have to give and password we have to give, and click login button. Then enter into the list of persons page, which persons and all login that persons will be displayed in this page. We have to select one persons. That persons we can show the current location, longitude and latitude of that person's locations. And then within this we can able to track phone number, or else we can within phone with the usage of phone number we can view the tracking of the current position. We can display the exact location of that person's tracking. Conclusion: study the problem of integrity assurance which disclose to the verifier no more information beyond the spatial temporal predicts itself. The solution is based on prefix verifiable MAC. MAC is message authentication code, a cryptographic construct designed by us to verify the integrity of any prefix of a string. Then presented authentication protocols for both spatio and spatial temporal predicates. Now I am going to show my project's demo. We have to give in the command prompt IP config. It will shows the IP address and then we open the mobile application. We have to open the mobile application app. Within this app, we have to enter that IP address configuration. Then we have to give the start button. To starting game, we proceed into a registration page, gives the registration details and all. And the email ID. Gives the location. Enter in the register button. Then it will shows the valid number. Enter the valid number. It will shows the error message. Then we proceed into the next. Successfully registered. And then we have to give the IP address. Which person registered, that person have to log in here. Then gives the login button. Which persons and all log in this app, that persons will be able to list on this page. Then we give that person no mobiles. We can able to view that person name, email ID and contact number, that person's current location, that person's current locations we can be able to see. Thank you.